A hard game, hard-fought game. I really, despite the scoreline after the first, I thought we showed some good aspects. Got unlucky on the first goal. It was bad bounce, went to the guy. And I thought the first 2 periods were right in it, tight game. Third, I think we missed gas a bit at the back, and losing Drew early on, he eats a few minutes, he eats minutes for our defense, and I just thought as a unit we didn't do a good job supporting our D tonight, getting pucks behind them in the third period. I thought the first 2 periods were good, and just we had some bad habits in the third creep in. Yeah, the fans were outstanding. It's just disappointing we couldn't give them something to reward them with, but I do think they appreciate the intensity. We had guys stepping up for each other, Kyle Haas and Connor Sills. So, we're a team that's going to stick together this year, and with ups and downs. And tonight, the result wasn't there, but I still like the fight back from the guys, and I really like how they stood together.
All things considered, very happy obviously with the win in the first game. The positive news is obviously we know we can be a lot better as well. I thought it was a real great test for us. I thought Dundee came out extremely fast and physical, and obviously for our first game it was a real welcome back to real hockey. So I thought we regained composure there after the second period, and we asked the players to kind of go out and play with the lead and play smart, and I thought controlled majority of the third period, which is tough when you're chasing a game. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it was nice to see those teal jerseys up in the crowd. Obviously, for me, especially, 18 months off, and get those nerves again on the way up into the Dundee Ice Arena, and then to come in and see the traveling support is extra special. And obviously, with a full barn here in Dundee, it's very nice to see for Scotland hockey and the Elite League as well. That the fans have come back, and we can now entertain them again. And for 60 minutes of hockey and 2.5 hours, you forget that COVID exists. So that's obviously fun for all of us.
First of all, I thought Guildford played extremely hard. They were aggressive, and they're a good skating team. And I felt that they controlled a lot of the pace early on, and we've got to give them credit. I thought we got better as the game went on, and sort of found our rhythm, and fortunately got the 2 points at the end. Well, I thought Taryn held us in there. There was moments in the game again where they had sustainable offense, and Taryn made some big saves. He had to make secondary saves, and he really kept us in it there for a while, and it was really happy for him to get the start and to get the win.
No, from our side, positives. We know from over the years coming in here, it's such a tough building to come in. After the delay, obviously the break in due to the COVID, and a new team for Cardiff, a new team for us, and a little bit of nerves obviously before coming in here. Having watched Cardiff a little bit on the video and stuff with the CHL stuff, and then obviously the pre-seasons, and then you're never sure how you're going to match up against them. But overall, I thought our 60-minute performance tonight was very good, especially away from home, to come in and compete the way that we did. Very pleased, but like I said, from my side, it's positives. Yeah, it's you go that far and that deep into the game, and then obviously when it gets into the 3-on-3 or a penalty shootout, you kind of, at that point, it's 50-50, isn't it? And, you know, a nice goal. I mean, it was an absolute laser of a shot that won the game for them. But again, going back to the game itself, I thought it was a solid road performance by ourselves, and yeah, we'll take a lot of positives from that.
Yeah, really happy. I thought in the first 10 of the first, we came out with a lot of energy and put them under some pressure. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to get one, but and then there was a couple times there you get a lot of zone pressure on the other team. It's easy to kind of switch off for a second. So there's a couple times they got in behind us there, but after that, I think we defended so well tonight. You know, we talked about team defense and just being a little bit more committed to that. And as you know, obviously we had shipped quite a few goals in preseason, so really good, all three zones. I thought you know, we created enough. I mean, credit to Owie, he made a couple really good saves there in tight, but all around great performance, and you know, to each guy, I'm happy.
Well, we knew they were going to come out strong. They looked like a team that's been playing together for 4 or 5 games. We were half a step off after that long bus trip. I think having it 1-0 after 2 periods, you know, you always want to hang in this building and give yourself a chance. When we gave away that easy second one, it was always going to be a difficult road in.
Yeah, that one felt pretty good, I won't lie, David. I thought we got off to a really good start in that hockey game and weren't rewarded. First 10-12 minutes, I thought we dominated. Max stood on his head and played really well. Then I thought we lost our way a little bit in the middle part of that game. I felt like we lost our legs. You know, maybe again just that second night of a back-to-back and only being on the ice for 2 weeks and running a thin bench. But we kind of continued to just try to put pressure on and found a way there to claw back and tie that hockey game and finish in overtime. Pretty good start, I think, for the premier TV game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something we got to look at. I mean, you know, we get up 4-2. It's obviously it's a tough building to come into. The momentum had shifted with you know, Sheffield coming at us, and we knew it was going to be a tough last 8 minutes. But you know, to concede 2 goals in those 8 minutes is tough. So you know, we'll look at that. We'll take some positives. A lot of good stuff leading up to that point, and both teams played extremely well. Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to come out hard, and like they did, and they were physical. They were you know, on our defensemen, but I thought we did a good job of settling in and playing our game. And again, you know, we knew there was going to be no quitting them, even at 4-2, that they weren't just going to roll over. So you know, it's something that we have to look at and see how we can grow as a team from it.
It was a battle. Obviously, it started with a huge fight. From Tets to do that at home against a pretty tough guy, it takes a lot of jam, and it got the boys going, got the crowd going. So respect to him. And then it was a hard-fought battle for 3 periods. So credit to Dundee. They came in ready to go after a long bus trip, and it was definitely a battle.
It was a case of growing into the game for the Panthers. Obviously, Dundee did have a game last night. They did trouble, but they had their legs under them already.
They did. They came out hard. Like I said, the first period they were coming. Second period we ran into penalties, so it was hard to get in the flow. Liked our third. We had a lot of chances, so we'll work on burying this week. So, but it was a solid team win. We played the win. Obviously, got the huge goal by Robbie, but that comes from Simon getting in front of the net, which we didn't do that good a job of. But it shows you get there. We get rewarded.
Yeah, it was a really hard-fought game, tight, and went the wrong way.
So you must be proud of the way your team fought, though, considering you played last night and had to travel down as well.
Yeah, listen, I'm proud of the guys, their compete level, their work ethic, killing off 5-on-3s. Just a few aspects on our game. Our special teams power play has to be a bit better, but other than that, we were in a 1-1 hockey game with 8 minutes left, and I think it was an unlucky bounce there. But I thought we had a bit more pressure on us in the third, but other than that, I thought it was an even game, and I think we're unlucky to leave here without anything.
Obviously, frustrating night for our standpoint. We just never really got going. We didn't get much life. Special teams obviously was weak tonight, and yeah, we just couldn't execute. We never really got any offense going all night, which is very disappointing. Yeah, I mean it's it's we've been off for so long. It's a lot of new faces, and kind of the first look at what this league's all about. There is no easy games. There is no off nights. If you want to win, you got to compete for 54 plus games, and tonight we just didn't do that. So we got to have a hard week of practice. We really got to look at what this identity of this team is going to be and how we're going to play. Because right now, the last 2 games haven't been good enough.
Let's be honest here. I think that in the first period, it was clear that we were treading water, and it looked like we were kind of standing around and allowing them to move around the zone at will. And we discussed that in between periods. I thought they gave a hell of a better account of themselves in the second period there, although the scoreline didn't reflect it as much as the first period. I think it was important that we had Shane Owen in the net, or it certainly could have looked a lot worse. One of the things we were saying to these young pros on the bench was, every time that we didn't make a good solid hockey play, whether it be in our defensive corner or on the half wall and not get a puck out, that's when the sustained pressure came, for 30 seconds to 40 seconds, and we were under some serious pressure. But every time you turn the puck over, if you do that 2 or 3 times, there's a higher probability it's going to end up in the back of your net. If we would have scored in a couple of our quality scoring opportunities at the start of the second, we might have been looking at a different outcome. We didn't, and I think that's going to be an issue for us. We need to bear down on these offensive opportunities and take them when we can get them. I think guys need to be a lot hungry and realize that they're going to be counted on for offense. On the whole, I thought Shane Owen was fantastic. I thought that certainly down deep, our D-man would be hard to be faulted for the majority of the night.
And when our forwards are skating and they're playing tougher, we certainly saw glimpses of what they can do, but we need to get a lot better in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know coming in here, with Owen net and the way that Fife defends, we knew that it was going to be a challenge to get to the inside, and obviously we controlled the majority of the play, which was nice to see there in the first period, but obviously you come out of that down 1-0, it can be frustrating. So very happy with the players' composure to just get back on the board, and then I thought I was really happy with the third period again. In the third period, going in with a lead, we wanted to control it and manage the lead, and I thought they did that. So it's this early on, that's a very positive sign for our group.